You guys want some cookies? What was that though? It said Timmy Burning live stream was on private and said deity in the description. Yeah, but I'm not the one who was making that video. And I probably can't see it, huh? Doubt it. Maybe Katie did. Katie wasn't shit, except she was a fucking roll down, I think, trying to cover up. Because it could be those 3 years ago. Could be. Anyway. Because it's just the description that the computer is saying. It doesn't make sense. And that's why she didn't want to wake up yet. Melting pinball. Floating in my midst. So that's not on yours? It's up here though. And I think they think she knows what they're doing on it. She doesn't. Call your mom. She's sleeping. Call your mom, Sarah. Did you get your coffee yet? I said I'd do this for an hour and then I gotta get ready to go to my sister's today. Donut hole. Yeah, that's how we separate things together and it makes sense when I look at it from her perspective. I can't see what's going on. That's not any doing that. That was once I was staying the night at my daughter's, and like, because I wake up every hour, every 2 hours, right? I literally sit up. You probably seen me before. Take a drink of water, usually take whatever this, and then I go back to sleep. Well, me and my daughter both woke up at the same time, and I sat up and she sat up. And when I look over at her, she's sitting up. She has her eyes closed still. And she's all, "Go over there," like that. And whatever I was thinking was what they were telling me. I can't explain to you, but anyways, I was hearing the thoughts of somebody else. Whatever they were concentrating on. And I didn't put the two together then. necessarily until the next morning when her stepmom bought us all donuts, and it was called Donut Hole, and they said they would take it out of her nightmare book, whatever it was, up here. Well, I can't really say what you said it looked like up here, but anyway. It looked like they were fucking using me and my daughter to embezzle money while we were sleeping. I can't explain to you what the fuck they do, bro. Oh, okay, that's why when I looked at her, I saw my 4 eyes. It's like my 4 eyes, I see it, and it's like I'm seeing a reflection in a mirror or something. 1, 2, 3, 4 of my eyes blurry, because they get blurry when someone is doing something through your eyes with power in it. They were all focusing on something really hard while I was sleeping. And then a shift change happened. Yeah, well, you go to prison up here for embezzlement. Yeah. Because her mom didn't have anything to do with what they were doing up here. That's what I mean. Like, usually you guys might... They're still fucking talking shit about Tiffany. No, they're not. They're talking shit about him. It was not Tiffany. It's the Clouds guy, sort of. He's still a lifeline. He's on the bottom. Because I can see it. You can see clouds, red and blue. And on the other side, it's yellow, I think. I see the see-through people. It's not Tiffany doing that. Be embarrassed for you. You're the one that can't do your fucking job. Not Tiffany, him. Nothing like, oh man, I'm so embarrassed for her. Why? Because she looks naked, or you make fun of her, or because she thinks she owns the universe? Because she does. You know, not even be over here hurting her when she's not doing shit wrong at all. Yeah, but we've been in her body for 3 years, looking out of her eyes, watching you guys set her up, and by the time we leave her body, we turn into somebody else and have no idea what the fuck we were just witnessing. Fucking barbecue pit, bitch. Scandalous ass people over there. Chain adjustment. Can you please try not to ghost, maybe? Sorry, miss. Situations. I think the very respectful people that work for law do not cuss at all. I mean, because it's disrespectful to their elders, I think. It's just not professional. Why do you think I feel like I'm so excited to take a shower in a few minutes and like still be made fun of and watched and fucking dude, it's not even that they're watching me, they're watching other people. But they can see me when things like embarrassing shit happens, and it's gonna come up on a timeline, and it's not just me that's gonna get wet in the shower, it's gonna be a bunch of fucking people over and over again because they fly in and out, and it's just annoying, man. I can't believe you're taking a shower out loud like you're logged in up here. I'm not the one logged in. It's a whole bunch of other scandalous ass people pretending to be me, so that they get away with whatever they're doing on the ground somewhere different. Right, so over there I look like some pretty girl, but right here I look like me. So over there, if they're looking this way, they probably do see me taking a shower on the ground. But I don't know that because I'm not over there. I didn't agree to be shit. I agreed to be disconnected like 3 years ago, man. I asked them to get permission from whoever put the illegal shit through me. I allowed them to call me a news producer / porn star, and they weren't even talking about me. They were talking about somebody up here. But I didn't know that then. Plus, they were talking out of my mouth. I asked them to get permission to fuck them off or whatever, and we call it further develop this illegal software that you put through Tiffany from a different country into an S corporation. They got me separated from their S corporation idea, which was pornography and fucking turning people in on the other side. The guilty consciences in that department are not women's or men's. From watching porn and all the stuff that they don't necessarily even know if it's real or not either. Because they don't know necessarily. Because we are on their head, so we don't necessarily know if they're seeing it on the human being floor or not. Well, why did he call her a porn star then? Because someone said it out of his mouth. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But are they saying it about people up here, or are they saying it about other people somewhere different? And look like her. Nobody believes they can watch it from the sky, right? Mm-hmm. I get it. Mm-hmm. Except that when I was taking a shower, she literally said, "Yeah, bitch, I can see you." But she didn't see me taking a shower in the dark. She saw somebody else taking a shower somewhere different. Or else she would have been able to see me because I was in the dark. That was fucking 4 years ago. They said that to me in Oregon. I moved across the bridge 3 years ago to get the fuck away from them. The method-induced ghosts' voices. Because that's what they were telling me they were. But they weren't, because there was good people too paying attention to me. They're like, "Oh man, she's crying." Like I could hear them every once in a while. The good people. Like my godmom upstairs. I called her my godmom. There's a copy of her up there, and she was the one that would bang on the carpet or bang on the floor in an alternate universe when I was texting somebody for too long because it looked. I can't explain what it was, anyways. It was just somebody else paying attention. Fuck you. I don't care about anybody but myself. I'm not the one up there. Why don't you go talk to the guy that has the cloud's body on with my name on? He doesn't care about anybody but himself. You ain't turn everybody in. For what? For setting her up? Yeah. Okay, go do that then. She's got clouds like all over her body right now. You don't see the clouds all around her mouth? I can get some coffee, sure. You're me right, yeah. Tell my favorite is not like here. Because they found out she knew exactly what she was fucking talking about. White pill, Colin. Put it up my nose backwards, catfish, to save you again. Oops, I made a drink right now. Alright. Grumpy all day. Nothing is worth it when you go to sleep and you can't. You gotta go to work or something. Can't you just let her call in or something? Because that girl was up to like 4 in the morning up here. Going through exactly what Tiffany went through a couple nights ago. And she couldn't sleep. And then that girl comes in. What do you think you're doing, Tiffany Rex Browning, or whatever? Or why are you doing this, Tiffany Rex Browning? And all, what? I'm not doing nothing. I'm trying to go to sleep because they think I'm him, man. He's a game controller. Or he's the clouds person with my name on. Somewhere else. It's one of these lifelines, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yellow now. Cloud, blue, yellow. Honey, you can't talk shit about the Mark of the Beast guy. I don't know who he is, man. All I know is he's the one that came down and flashed the video out of my phone when I told him to meet me out front after I gave him my ISIM code with a split screen. Like, so you don't come down to my body in split screen so you can see that I'm Tiffany and not that one. You come down in a cloud behind me and then flash the video of me catching you coming down in a cloud instead? He gets his brainstem erased of knowing the truth too, that she's guilty over there, which is not Tiffany. It's not Tiffany guilty. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. See, they didn't know she wasn't guilty either. Any fucking ways. None of us women did anything they're saying. The only thing we're guilty of is being drug addicts and drug dealers in the past. And sleeping with people that are not our husband. Some of us doing it out loud because supposedly we're logged in for their confidential or paid informantship program without our permission. Yeah, well, I'm not on drugs, so I don't have meth in my system, bitch. That is everybody else, okay? Red spot. That's what I mean. They're like they erase his brainstems of knowing she's guilty. I'm like, wait, what? She's not guilty of nothing. They are setting her up. I don't know, they've already admitted it all over the internet. And maybe they weren't talking about Tiffany being there. They're talking about someone else who's still not a female. It's a dude. Of what? Nothing needs to come out of Tiffany. What? Bro, that's not Tiffany doing that. What is that, a fucking wart or a donut knot? It's a bunch of donut holes in a pile? Well, then maybe you should stop being embezzlement specialists up here in UE. Because that's not Tiffany doing that. She's not doing porno either, dude. That's not her. Those people aren't even here in Washington, faggot. Sorry. Well, I mean, I can see apparently who they are, but they are just apparently not parenting it up right now. They don't have little ones, though. Yeah, but Tiff does. She would never do that. Oh my god. That's not Tiffany doing that. I told you they weren't going to change shit. These bitches are going to have to sit here all fucking day, which they can't because I'm supposed to go to my sister's, but all fucking day, you're going, that's not Tiffany doing that. Tiffany didn't do that. Tiffany's not guilty of shit. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not Tiffany. Like, every fucking night, it's... I don't know, Mr. Paid Informant / Confidential Informant Program owner. Why don't you tell us why you're letting Tiffany's name be on other people who aren't Tiffany without her permission? clouds going up our nose. That's funny. That's not what they were saying to me before. Because LaShawn and them told me they put me in here because I had never been in trouble before. Now, when we came up with the S Corporation idea, they were over there on the porn side, but he wasn't necessarily involved in that. That was somebody else. And woke up sleeping bear, right? And they said Tiffany was the only one allowed to own anything because she had never been in trouble before, right? But now they're saying you can't own the S Corporation because you've never been in trouble before. Fuck your opposite day, bitch. Turn it off. Nobody wants to sit here and say shit backwards. Right, so up here, it's like, so we're on opposite day, so apparently we have to say we did kill somebody on accident with a wink. Right, so he can move the power source at the end and put it on whoever he wants. Fuck that. Turn your fucking opposite day off. And your garbage can. Be a man. Oh, because I was involved with the whole... Dude, you couldn't even play the game like that before you sent the 3 bodies through Tiffany. You literally had 3 different versions of 3 different people, or 5 different people. Yeah, his, mine, his, ours, and garbage can. Cincinnati Circus, the Syndicate, and Sinner Circle. 3 years ago, when you gave me a syndicate that I couldn't control because I wasn't up there, because I wouldn't tell you if he had papers or not, because I didn't know, and I didn't want to be friends with somebody or be known to be friends with somebody who did, and had nothing to do with it. Now, I'm not her, so the only people who would be involved in somebody being a paperwork person is somebody else who's been in trouble. Or somebody else that did a crime with them. I've never committed crimes with no one, and I'm not a paperwork person because I've never been in trouble. Well, yeah, I mean, I sit here all day and I'm like, fuck that, fuck the rat narcs and paid informants. I don't give a fuck. You could be my son, you could be my brother, you could be my mom. I don't give a fuck. It's against my religion. Right, but I mean, if I did get in trouble with somebody else, then it might be a different story. But I didn't. So I can say whatever the fuck I want. So you're still breaking my religious code by telling on people, which is amendment number 6, practicing my religion how I see fit. Number 1 is you're not allowed to go to court against me without me being able to cross-examine the witness, when that's not even me up there with my current knowledge of what the fuck I've done and haven't done, bitch. The fuck? I'm the one with the sidewinder on the ground. Yeah, it does go through a computer system, through me, into that person that has no fucking idea she's up here. Unless she works there. Like a law enforcement agent person, yes. Or Aboriginal member. Yeah, but the UE members on Tiffany's side were women, and they were supposed to be persecuting the people that had been in trouble underneath them for not doing their job correctly, which is what they do in your confidential, paid informant, or alternate community service up here, supposedly. Right, like when people fly back to Portland to do their alternate community service, supposedly, or something. Right, he wasn't picking up garbage on the side of the road. I don't think. Are you winking? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Hey guys, remember when Rebecca or whatever her name was in Ohio? And she had custody of her kids? I think she had like 2 girls and maybe a son, I'm not sure. And you're showing her some fucking fucked up video of her doing something she wasn't doing, and she's looking at the video like, Judge, I understand like that you see me in that video, but that's not me in it. She's watching it and she doesn't see herself at all. She sees somebody else underneath there, which they're probably pinging off of because she couldn't see him being a porn star over there. Anyway, she got her kids taken away, given to her cheating ass husband, didn't want them, with a CPS stamp on her fucking forehead. This is what y'all are telling me. I don't know if her name was really Rebecca or not. That's just the name they say out of my mouth because I can't see what you're looking at. Yeah, that one. Yeah, but all you had to really do, sir, is connect them like Tiffany or her out loud. That's a red pool ball. And it's a white ball with a red strap around it. Because they've been listening to my subconscious brain for the game for a long time. Or else Emily upstairs wouldn't have been banging on the floor because she was the one listening to what I was writing when I was texting my best friend or whatever it wasn't saying back then. Yeah, but they also repeat my thoughts too. I'll be reading something subconsciously or whatever. I guess it's not necessarily subconscious. It's just under your whatever that is. I don't know, man. I'm not super smart. But anyways, I can I can say Acer, right? And they'll repeat what I'm thinking about or reading, or they'll repeat what I'm trying to think about. They'll be like, okay, Tiffany, say a prayer. So I try to say my own prayer, and I can't because they want to say a prayer, like they're Tiffany, so that only certain people hear it. Otherwise, that guy gets in trouble. It is annoying because they've had control of my brain and my body for 3 years, virtually, and before that they were in my back brain. They had already had me on a chain in the back of my brain. When you're on a chain like I was on, connected to, it's basically like a drug addict or a drug dealer chain. Usually, you have no idea you're on a chain. Right, so if some drug dealer sells you drugs or something in Portland or whatever, they can pay attention to you. And that's what they're telling me. Anyway, you have no idea you're on a chain. And usually you have a normal life. So you'd be, kicking it with your friends, doing drugs, doing whatever you do as a drug addict or whatever, right? But I didn't have a normal life, man. I sat in my room and yeah, I used to do drugs, but sometimes I wouldn't even do drugs for several days. I would just be sitting there with you guys lulling me the fuck out. Like, I would just be sitting there staring at piles of clothes. Like, I hated my life. Like, I didn't have friends, really, because he kept me pretty, was a good, really, entrapped. He was a very controlling bestie who had a different girlfriend. I never wanted to be with him like that, because I'm like, no. If you're cheating on your girlfriend with me, you don't think that you won't cheat on me with someone else? You're right. And it's just like he never would have been a good stepdad. But anyways, the point is, like, I was a manically depressed person because before that life there, I was a stay-at-home mom with my baby girl, raising her every day. And we split up, and he moved in with his girlfriend, and me and my mom became homeless, and I met him. Started doing drugs. Did drugs for a few years. 3 years ago, got off drugs. It's the most fucked up story that you can ever fucking hear when you hear it straight from the horse's mouth, because this is Tiffany talking, not that bitch. Because I moved across the bridge to get away from the meth and dose voices because the manager told me to. And not just that, but they had threatened me in my head that they were going to hurt my son in jail if I didn't let them watch me and him have sex or something. Like, they didn't really say have sex, but well, I didn't know what else they wanted to watch us for, because that's all he ever came over for. It's like, come over real quick, wham, bam, bye. He wouldn't let me have friends. He wouldn't let me have a boyfriend. He wouldn't let me have nothing. He was just a controlling ass piece of shit, and apparently I was keeping him alive up here, mixed with 3 or 4 other girls, so that they could move the charges that he's accruing to a different girl or a different guy or whatever. In the camcorder department, Yeah, well, the first time some girl came to my apartment, she came to my apartment with a purse full of cameras, a video camera, what do you call it? A security camera, and something else. And because clearly they were in my eyes, making me notice it so they could notice it. But, and I didn't trust her from the second I seen her. I was like, why is she bringing a fucking purse full of cameras to my bedroom? Because I had already been hearing the voices, feeling like someone was watching me. But I pictured her like trying to set him up on the low or something, to catch him cheating because she was friends with his girlfriend or something. I had no fucking idea that there's another alternate universe where they can use those cameras and set up those cameras to record you in an alternate universe. But it won't really look like you and them, but it will look like two other people, and they can get their self notes on the ground that you're a cheater or something. Or something. Yeah, well, like I said, when I was taking a shower, she's like, yeah, bitch, I can see you. I'm in the dark. I don't know how you can see me, but okay. Right, waiting for you. 3 messages, 4 new notifications, 3 close friend updates. Okay, let's click on it really quick and see. I don't have 3 messages. I have 1. This one. Yeah, there's 3 up here, and they're not nice to you at all. Talking shit to you like a motherfucker. Ooh. Something like this. Stars. Can't tell if I took the picture or not. Sweaty all of a sudden. Why do you like guns? Because my last name is Browning. Why, you got a problem with that? Because, man, like, you gotta think about it, like, people that like guns, they're in groups usually, like, they have hunting friends, or maybe they're in the gun club, like, they're in the NRA, or, just like people who love motorcycles, or big trucks, or fishing. Like, but I've always wanted to, like, belong to a group of people, because my family is very small, and like a gang, you know what I mean? But not be a gangbanger because they hurt people. But like, that has always been my desire. And I used to belong to a gang, and it was called the 143 gang. And that's fucking my best friends who've never done drugs that you won't let me talk to. And they hate me because of you, because of what the fuck you've said to them on Facebook about some other bitch who isn't Tiffany, and it's probably not even a girl, or it's on multiple people. You're fucking texting my best friend being like, hey, can you please pick me up? I need to go get a crank sack really quick. I'm desperate. Like, I'm fiending, dude. It's like, what the fuck? You say that to my friend that fucking hates meth heads? This is what you're telling me you're saying. Or some other fucking fucked up shit. Like, so I might have done something really bad in my past, and like, the cops are after me. Can you please come pick me up? They're like, bitch, we got fucking kids. We are not fucking picking you up and bringing your fucking ass here. Hell no. Of course, that's not how I would do it, but anyways. Because my brother's been arrested from my house before, and I was pissed that he wouldn't just leave or like go out there willingly and cause a scene in front of my kids. It was sad. It was sad. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't even remember how I saw the cop. How did I see the cop computer? I don't know, but it seems like I saw the cop computer, but he might have told me that. I was like, what makes you think my brother's here? Oh, your so-and-so said so. I was like, oh. Oops. So they knew he was there, and they're basically at a warrant. So And there was somebody in the back of my house, like they were going to surround the house, and no matter what, they were going to get him anyways. And he did not want to go. Dude, it was so fucking sad. Because I'm in a crosshair, but like, I don't know the rules or whatever, but you know what I mean? And finally I had to go up there. I'm like, dude, I have fucking kids here. You have to go out there. I'm sorry. I did not know that this was going to happen. I didn't say that you were here. I didn't know you'd been in trouble before. But I'm not going to fucking let my babies make these people, these fucking cops, come in here and search my whole house and tear my house apart looking for you. Just go in peace. And I was pissed at whoever it was for a while. But it's because they are not thinking about how them telling on somebody can ruin your life or hurt you or embarrass you or humiliate you or whatever. They're just thinking about themselves. But anyways, the whole point is like I didn't hurt no one. Yeah, but my friends knew. Rachel, Christy, and Marilee knew because I called them. Well, Rachel didn't get involved because they already blocked her from stealing the money from the summer party. But 3 years ago, and I was like, yeah, I think it was set up for like a murder or something, like because they told me to call. But on the other side of the murder, it was something different, and I didn't know that then. And it wasn't just fishing for information to see if they knew on the human being floor what was going on up here at all. Because yes, it was. That's why they had me call them. And it wasn't just that, but it was to put it in their forward brains of her being set up. And not just her, but a couple other people. But but that's the fucked up part is like, if you were to pull my friends up right now, actually maybe they would remember that. I don't know. No, it was backwards. I was thinking up here though, they're on timers, so they wouldn't remember certain things that they found out. But anyway, yeah, but it's all like, oh, this is just some crazy fucking world you're making up, right? I'm like, yeah, except my fucking friends that played the game know I'm telling the fucking truth. And everybody's just sitting here like, well, I mean, I didn't really mean to set her up. I was afraid of something, but I'm not anymore because it's a cold case now, so. If it was even my friends. First of all, none of those people were really my friends, by the way. Any of them. None of them. Except Amy Young. The rest of them are just fucking people that were being nice to me and users. But I stuck up for my right to not be a rat narc paid informant, let alone a fucking person called a slut bunny to their face. When you're not even talking about me. You're talking about someone else. Like, okay, so clearly you're talking about someone else. So why can't I get my money today? Oh, because we've been too busy setting you up behind the scenes, Tiffany. Like, don't call your family, don't call your daughter or son and make them cry. You know what I mean? They're so emotional. I'm all, yeah, they're so fucking emotional because you're in their fucking head intensifying whatever they're going through as a fucking teenager because you're a fucking fed and you're doing whatever it takes to set me the fuck up acting like I'm him. You fucking bitch. She should be emotional about her mother not being in her life every day, being set the fuck up. Fucking cunt. My family has never stopped me from seeing my fucking baby girl at all. You guys did. You fucking lying sack of shit. That's what I mean. It wasn't Sal that had a restraining order against the human. It was him that had a restraining order against him doing porn over there. Making it look like drugs are being done in front of kids and a bunch of other shit. They also got him arrested from his house twice up here. An alternate reality that doesn't exist. 3 years ago, right? I called him on the phone. I was like, just so you know, you got arrested in an alternate universe where people come by your body and set you up on accident with heat ice codes trying to hurt me in real life because they thought I hurt them first. And you didn't do that. So just so you know, CPS called and I'm sorry, it wasn't you. And he's all, what? Just went in one ear and out the other. And then I write him and Tony the same thing, and then they told me to delete it because there's a trail to somebody else or something. Because it sounds crazy. Like, it sounds like some conspiracy. It doesn't even sound like guilty conscience at all. It sounds like conspiracy. Okay, but well, now it's different because you guys have made phone calls and all kinds of shit. So maybe now it might sound like a little guilty conscience. But back then, this was right in the very beginning when I first got off drugs to get the fuck away from you over there. And you guys told me that he had gotten arrested twice up here. And then she was about to get arrested. I'm like, no, please don't. You're going to get their kids taken away, and I'm never going to be able to see my daughter because I can't pick her up either because I'm still connected on the chick to that stupid bad guy. And then you said they moved to Mexico. And Tiffany couldn't go because it wasn't Tiffany, it was Sarah. It wasn't even that Tiffany couldn't go, it's that Tiffany wasn't up here. And they thought she was somewhere else. Right, she's just okay with them setting her up underneath there. It's cool. She's just totally fine with you making fun of her private parts. Not a big deal. You're so ugly naked because you look like you have both boy girl parts. And she doesn't even know if they're actually looking at her or someone else. Because she can't see who we're looking at. The main point here is, regardless of who you're looking at, Tiffany Brooks Browning's innocent and she's the anomaly. There's nobody else like her in that has ever been set up this hard after she stuck up for people that hard. Whatever that is, on the human being floor and up here. Because, man, it's against religion telling people, and she knows nothing that anyone has done except her own son, who she bailed out of jail. Because she wasn't involved. Dude, she just sat in her bedroom. Surrounded by all kinds of bad people, yeah, but she was not really a part of their life at all. If they would come in the bedroom and, smoke a bowl or something for a second, that was about the gist of her friendship with these people. Like, she didn't kick it with them. She didn't go to their house. She didn't commit crimes with them. She didn't go cradle cars or steal shit from the stores. She didn't do shit. She just stayed in her bedroom. They would come visit her and leave. And that wasn't even really the last 2 years she lived when she had her own apartment, because hardly anybody came to her house. It was just two people and her best friend. The two porn star dudes? Yeah. Oh, God. And her best friend, Amy. And her other best friend from over there, whatever, wasn't really allowed there. Probably because of fucking purse full of cameras. I didn't stop her from coming. It was just, he would get mad. He's like, she's not your best friend. Don't trust her. I mean, but anyway. The point here is that people talk to people's mouths all the time about shit that's about up here, not even real life. And up here, even they're talking out of people's mouths about shit they're looking at up here that's not in real life. And they're saying the wrong names, they're looking at the wrong people because they put them through her eyes. Right, but if you had a Yui helmet on, you'd be able to see Tiffany, me, and probably somebody else. So technically, it should be Tiffany up here as a Yui member, persecuting all these people down here, doing the wrong thing, setting up moms, acting like they're drug addicts or paid informants or confidentials when they're not, using our kids illegally for life force and whatever else. But it's not. It's him. And he's not even from here. He's from somewhere else. Oh, is it a red state or the blue state? Portland, I guess, because it's got the curly Q hair guy on it. Oh, he's in Rodney. White Cross. That's Mick. Gosh. I know it's like, let me lay down and try to go back to sleep. 1 more hours, I'm not grumpy. But I wouldn't be able to sleep because they're already up and talking. 9:30. Nothing. I'm tired too. I'm really not going to sleep. But if Tiff falls asleep, I fall asleep. Because I'm off her brainstem. Yeah, and then I wake up every day and I'm in a different spot with a different body connected to me and I don't know what the fuck's going on. He on the log again. Even know what the log means. Like, who's on a needle, bruh? Why the fuck are you connected to people on pokes? Because she didn't think he used those at all. Because didn't he say I don't want to be friends with a girl who uses pokes a long time ago and she got off pokes? Yeah, that's what he said out of his head. Out of his head, right? Just imagine your son sitting here being like, yeah, Mom, I don't want to do drugs, but I don't have anywhere to go, and it's not your fault at all. It's mine. I made these choices in this life or whatever, but you don't have a place for me to go, and neither does my dad, and I'm fucked, well, I'm addicted to this drug that's overdosed me twice, and almost died, and it just keeps calling my name. It is the most fucking fucked up shit you've ever seen. And then you open up a bag, and you see the drugs, and you're like, what the fuck? My son is not on pokes. Please tell me that is not the case, man. It's so fucking interesting. Because I got off drugs to be a better mom to him and my baby girl, and he was not on fucking needles back then. He was smoking Blue's Clues, man. Yeah, but they're too busy giving their fucking fake bitches fucking money somewhere different. I didn't do fucking meth with Elijah, you stupid faggot. It was my brother. Get it through your fucking head. Copper penny. Yeah, well, that wasn't me checking out my privates either to see the irritation down there. That was someone else. That's what I mean. They're watching people on the human being floor and on line 1, and they're seeing completely different people, and then coming down here and talking shit to Tiffany like it's her. Because they're logged in up here. It's like, okay, well, first of all, if there was a UE member, anybody like logged in up here getting paid for it, she would not be looking at her private parts or anything else to check it out loud. Unless, of course, you're trying to decimate somebody else's character and pretend like she's that person. So everybody hates her, gets grossed out, or whatever. It's so fucking illegal, man. Oh, Tiffany. Him. Because he admitted to setting you up, but he's on a timer, so he doesn't remember admitting to setting you up, nor does he necessarily know he set you up. Because he's not doing it from the human being floor. It's a version of him up here doing it. Earphone jack. Are we in Florida? Why is it so sweaty all of a sudden? There's some angel lady speaking through a spirally horn that leads right into a big leaf of forgiveness or something. Or it's a plug-in inside of a lily. Bar. Sorta. Anarchy. Great. They connected you to an anarchist. Who? Is he in Brood? That was not his girlfriend. It was somebody else. Is that the one that I put Chava's body on 3 years ago? Because he came out saying the N-word? He's like, oh, you're an N-word lover. I'm like, oh, you think you're big and bad, huh? Now you're going to go back to your prison cell Mexican. Have fun with that. Racist bitch. Oh, man. Right, and all those stacked helmets, and they were calling him that, and he started crying or something. His feelings were hurt or whatever. And then I called him on the phone, and he really was crying, but not about being called the N-word. Something different. Weird. It's because of what had happened. Right. He was crying because he got to fight his girlfriend or something. And they're calling him the N-word because of what he did or said up here on the ground. Or something. I don't know. I guess it doesn't actually make a difference for the human being, just us. So we get to get our power source and go somewhere different. And some new people roll out with the same fucking problems they had before. Retardation situation. Right, they're like, I don't know why she's saying that on this video. I'm all, well, it has something to do with something you don't understand because you're not a skin. Yeah, but technically you're not supposed to be connected to anybody that has any ailments in their body, like a failing liver or STDs, or technically you're supposed to be a perfect looking human being so you don't embarrass the person that's up here pinging off you. But anyways, I didn't ask them to ping off me or anybody else. I'm not getting paid for them to do that. They are. And they weren't watching Tiffany at all. They were watching that. The people that were not born in Washington State or California. I mean, raised in Washington State. Oregon and some of the people, yeah. The wrong fingers. Let me get a chap lip again. I don't understand how that happens. That's not Tiffany doing that. Home, they're saying. Right, let's just send another person home. Let's just blue pill a whole bunch of people. Let's put the G in a bunch of syringes so people can disconnect electronically. Let's do a whole bunch of stuff like that and then roll out yet a whole new set of the same people and still have Tiffany not wake up by herself on the human floor. In her head. Imagine being in an alternate universe where you go to sleep next to your best friend or whatever, right? And you wake up and you're next to someone else or you look like somebody different. Tiffany hears this kid over here, American flag. It was I think it was a little boy, and he's like, Mom, there's some weird lady in my room. Yeah, but there is this evil demon-possessed woman up here named Samilia. And she's from hell. Dude, she's literally the opposite of fucking Beelzebub. And she's the one who's tormenting Tiffany down here. Being like, why'd you cut your hair, Biba? I liked it better long. And like a whole bunch of fucking fucked up shit. Some just worse than that too. Not just her, other kids too, dude. Because it's literally their fucking spirits driving her train to get back the people that they're getting killed for because they're seeing somebody else do what they got killed for. Or they're just trying to make everybody hate Tiffany so that they can keep getting her money. Over there talking shit to Sean too, and he keeps going, I'm Sean though. I'm Sean. I'm not the name you're saying. I'm not Tiffany. I'm not him. No, Sean has no idea. Nobody has any idea about the alternate reality, man, unless they've fucking been in trouble before. Or played the game. Or in the FBI or DEA. Or the Bachelor or whatever. Oh, it was fucking straight. It's May 8th. Is it Rachel's birthday? I don't know, Rachel's birthday's coming up, I think. 9th. I know I wouldn't know if it was her birthday because, well, she blocked me on Facebook because of you. So. How many's birthdays today? May 8th, I think. Rachel's. So they turn all your friends against you from Vancouver? And you're not even on drugs or nothing? Your friends would not turn against you because you're on drugs. I mean, she might, but... Yeah, that's what I mean, dude. No, they wouldn't. They would not. They would not turn against her just because she'd done drugs in her past or whatever. Unless she's saying some weird shit to them. Like asking her friend who hates meth heads to take her to go buy some meth. Or whatever. Why don't you guys prove how fucked up you are? Why don't you send me some of these videos that you're talking that you're sending my friends that aren't real in your porn industry or whatever? Why don't you try sending Tiffany one? I can't because you don't have an iPhone. Oh, great. My daughter has an iPhone. Right. So you can send fucking shit to iPhone people that regular Android people can't see? Yes. I think. Yep, yeah, I know she's telling the truth. I just don't say nothing for some reason. Yeah, but then you see her fucking money up here and what she's supposed to get on the ground for. And it's like, oh, okay, so it was for money. She's been saying it was about money the whole time. Not just that, but protecting him, and them. Who's paying them? But there's literally two opposing teams that don't even necessarily know how the fuck they're connected to Tiffany. It's like, oh, I don't know. She held her breath for 3 seconds and 3 seconds or something. One more limit. See-through sheet. So they just play this game through and you can't even see what they're doing? Yeah. So you're underneath these people as a human being. You don't play the game. You don't like these people. You've never been in trouble. They've been doing it for 3 years. They've set you the fuck up virtually up here. That makes it go to the ground with the points lined up. You have no idea what anybody's seen because you know you didn't do shit wrong. You've already reported it to everyone. and you still can't get help, money, or get disconnected? Nope. No, that's what I mean. And so they're just sitting here trying to convince people that you're fucking schizophrenic and you're just making it up. No, we're just not saying what the truth is yet for some reason. What is this? Another secret sting? Another secret indictment? Another fucking roll it out of what? I'm not waiting until fucking August, till the third anniversary of you ruining my fucking life to get my money. Give me my fucking money so I can shut the fuck up and delete all of my YouTube videos that all prove you guilty and me innocent, nigga. Sorry. He's like, no, I'll give it to you up here, but I'm not giving you shit on the ground, bitch, because you said you did this in here. No, I didn't say I did shit in here. He drove my train to say that to get my money. Ice them coats over there. You see the red eyes? Because he's a virtual reality train driver, bitch. You fucking little umbrella with your electricity going up. Was that a fucking rubber dick? Dildo, that's gross. I'm not the gay girl over there. Or the gay guy. Well, you're not supposed to be drinking fatty liver, girl. I understand why you drink. I would drink too. We're to kind of turn into someone else. And we can't ever stick up for Tiffany ever again. Because it hurt her feeling so bad over there. Alright, so you're looking at the wrong person? Talking shit to a UE member or a kid, probably? An entity? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, one point in time that I was literally losing my life force, right? After they made me do arm dances and shit, I had to take a puff of some weed, right? And next thing you know, they're just coming down here cussing at me, because they're all getting paid for every single fucking day that I don't do drugs, right? And they're cussing at me, and somebody else is looking through my eyes right up to this motherfucker cussing at me. And she's like, fuck you fucking faggot, or something like that. But that cuss word went through so many entity angels and so many innocent people, and they saw Tiffany saying it to them. And they didn't understand why the fuck she was cussing out all these sweet people and all these angel people at all. And they literally sent it like a tape and a video, a 3-second move of her anger, cussing them out. But they did not fucking understand that Tiffany's a human being and can't see them. Somebody else was seeing him. And they have no right being connected to Tiffany like that. That was a big club. Oh, yeah, sanitizer on my fingers. It's burning my eyes. Please go to Ema's today so we can get your money, Tiffany. I'm gonna hate these people. I just got beat the fuck up. That's why I'm a girl. Red eyes. Oh, around my eyes. Or I was crying by his hour or something. There's nothing like getting fucking... They do have something to do with it, but not everything. And there is a gay person that Tiffany cares about, and he just got called the fuck out about it, and he thought he was sticking up for her, but he wasn't. He was sticking up for someone else. Stakes. Because he also thought she had been in trouble or involved in something. A hit and run or something. How the fuck would these people... That's what I'm saying, Tiffany. It is so fucking annoying, bro. They've been with Tiffany for 5 fucking years. Why are they misleading people to say that Tiffany is involved in shit that she's not involved in? We had already done an upper echelon background check on Tiffany 3 years ago, and we've been sitting in her body virtually. If she had ever hit and run anyone, but she's not him or them. She never agreed to be on their fucking chain. She doesn't know who the fuck your hit and run situation is. She just remembers seeing a news excerpt on somebody else's fucking Facebook page who never loaned her that car. I look just like the one in the video. Kia. Yeah, well, my ex-best friend or whatever, she's not, remembers me being loaned that car by somebody or one like it. You know, same when I broke my nose, saying I killed his dog from the sky. When you kill his dog from the sky. The dog really died? Yeah. Literally tried to bite me. As usual. The schizophrenic dog hitting hose on my head. And, big red sash. Any motherfucking ways. Yeah, but everybody else who's involved in these investigations and shit for your cop notes, they don't know that they are on the human being floor. Up here it feels real or whatever, but they have no idea that, like, it doesn't ruin their life on the ground unless somebody messaged them something or makes them feel scared. Like they made Tiffany feel scared. Call your mom later. It's a big gold nugget on your necklace. Whose necklace? Tiffany's, I guess. Make her hate her mom. Like, how could you just say that kind of stuff to a little girl, dude? Tiffany didn't say that to nobody. He did. To make him hate Tiffany. Yeah, but Tiffany isn't the one guilty of that. That's him. His homeboy. Or covering it up. Yeah, well, Tiffany's not gay either. So. Every single motherfucking thing you are looking at is wrong. At least on this side. Because you are looking down from up here. Yeah, well, like I said, Tiffany was sitting here with her brother smoking crank, and they literally came down here and said, why the fuck are you smoking with your son? And she didn't know if they were talking to Mandy or Tiffany. And she's like, okay, first of all, my son's an adult, but I'm not. That's my brother, split screen. And I'm like, okay, that's Robbie, that's Elijah. Why the fuck is Elijah looking at someone else? And why the fuck is that not even Elijah with his name on? I don't know, apparently just doing nothing but setting up Tiffany underneath them for money over and over and over and over and over, motherfucking again. Or Katrina. I mean, could have been anyone with kids. Any number of other females. And ones without, because they were in there too. Alright, well, fuck you guys. I hope you die slow. Still ain't doing shit. You calling yourself an FBI agent?